Right, well now I'm going to show you in a little more detail how to do trees. I just use the Mars black, a bit of gold ochre and a bit of hooker's green in this case, either sap green or hooker's green, and a bit of deep yellow. Now I put the brush into the black and I put a bit of gold and a bit of green. It's more black than anything else. There's only a hint of the green going into this. I tested out on a little bit of board first to just to make sure it's haven't got too much paint on there. Right, so we'll make a tree here. Now the fan brush, I just keep twirling it around and try to make a tree shape. This is a bush. We can make a bit of make it a bit of a hedgerow. Now it's more ideal to let that dry, because if you keep going over it when it's wet, the lighter colours, the lighter green and the gold ochre and the green and even the yellow, they'll just turn to mud. So it's better if we just wait a few minutes until that goes off. Now while we're waiting for that to go off, I'll develop the foreground a little bit. Not too much. This is a bit of gold ochre and a bit of Naples yellow. Now because we're in quite close as the detailed, the Naples yellow is a bit too thick. But to create grasses, the fan brush is ideal, and all you do is just stroke it upwards. A bit more Naples yellow, put a bit of yellow in it as well. There's still some black on this brush. I haven't washed it out at all. You can make it look as if it's you're right up close and you're looking through the wild grasses at the trees. See, that's still quite wet. Who says acrylics dry quick? Sometimes they don't dry quick enough. But now the next coat over that, there'll be more green than there is black. There's still a bit of black in it, but we'll go over that. Now only hints of, I don't want to obliterate all that black that's underneath it, because that is the darkest part of the tree. You're painting the shadow already in it. So that's enough, we'll leave that. You can start to have a few little feathery bits out here. The more sparing you are with it, the more realistic they will be. I've seen lots of lovely paintings where people have painted trees and grasses and flowers, and they're just a profusion of colour. You can't really see any shape, you're just looking at this mass of colour, which is a shame really, because they haven't got any depth to them. The more sparing you are and the more delicate you are with your touch going over each colour, then the more realistic that they will look. Again, it's almost painting abstract. Now if you want to paint a tree with a trunk, what I do is I mix a bit of black, gold ochre, so that it's a browny colour, and you can we'll put another, we can put a little line here. And we want it to go down into the depths there. Now you don't have to be too particular. You can add a bit of if there's a bit of sunlight coming down, hitting the bark there. And the same thing applies. We just put there's the black again with only a hint of green in it, and we'll create a few little leaves. It's quite a big trunk, so that there would be quite a bit of tree there. So this create that. I mean, you can create a line of trees. I mean, it looks a bit odd stuck in the middle of there, but it's only to give you an idea of how to actually do it. The same thing applies with the next colour, the green. It's got a bit of gold in it. Green with a bit of yellow in it. And we'll leave that at that. Very quickly is how you do it. You don't have to worry too much. Now, because we've got a tree there now, I'll just create a bit of shadow there. Now it's just black and gold ochre. So we'd have more shadow coming down here into the grass. Don't try and create everything perfectly. Don't try and create a perfect shape of the tree in the grass. Where's that gold ochre? Here we are. We want a bit of and again, you just build it up a little bit. Now the brush is quite dirty, so all I'm going to do is so I'll have to switch to another brush, which is going to be this one. This is an oil brush as well. Now I want to create the brightness. Yeah, it's just got a hint of it. You can develop it if you further if you want to. Sometimes it doesn't come out right, and I keep doing it until it does look right. As I say, it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it does suggest that the sun is shining from this way and the shadow is there. Right, we'll leave that. That's how you paint trees.